guys, my name's Shaden and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my interview for the DCP, and so I'm really excited to be recording and vlogging everything for the DCP going on. Okay, so my interview was September 13th at 2:15 p.m. and yeah, I just wanted to put that out there just so you know exactly what date it is. I'm going to be doing another video that's going to kind of detail out just the whole process, after acceptance and all of that stuff. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching my interview. Okay, so I'm currently waiting. It is 1:55. I've got the good Disney music going. Here's my outfit. I can give you a little. Here's the outfit. We got the earrings. We got the ears. We got the shoes. And then yeah, all the jewelry. My earrings. Oh my god. Earrings, necklaces. I'm wearing 4 right now, but they all have a purpose. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Yeah. I have my marker, so I can write my interviewer's name down. I got all of my whole thing right there. Yeah, it's just gonna be so exciting. And I'm just more excited than nervous. So I'm just excited to talk to them and get to know me. So they can call me from any time between, so my interview's at 2:15, so they can call me at 2 o'clock or 2:30 or any time in between there. So yeah, I got in my room at 1:30. It's been a busy day. It's 2 o'clock. I was calling you before and not after 2:15. That'd be helpful. Okay, they're calling. Hello?
Hello, is this Jaden?
Yes, it is.
Jaden, how are you? This is Chris from the Disney College program. How are you today?
Hi, Chris. I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. So I am calling for your telephone interview, and I just wanted to make sure that this is still a good time. You're in a safe space, and you are not currently driving.
Yes, it is a great time. I am in a safe space, and I'm not currently driving.
Very nice. Okay. So just to cover a few things, we will be spending about 20 minutes together today. We'll go over your application. We'll talk about your work experience, and then we'll discuss some of the things that you could be doing on the college program. And if you have any questions, I am happy to answer those at the end of the interview, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then just to cover a few housekeeping items, you have never worked for the Walt Disney Company before, correct?
No, I have not.
Very nice. And are you currently an international student studying in the U.S. on a visa?
No.
All right. And do you have a valid U.S. driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. And just to confirm, this is for the spring 2024 program, lasting about 4 to 7 months, with the arrival dates between January 8th and April 1st. Is this the program you were looking for?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. All right. So I see you're in your 3rd year at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Very nice. So how are you hoping your experience with us is going to help with your career aspirations?
Well, so I want to, I have a dream and working towards becoming a Disney Imagineer actually, and I really want to work in the themed entertainment industry. And so Disney was a big reason that I went into the major that I'm in, which is mechanical engineering. And I really foresee a lot of the programs and classes that they have in the Disney college program. They can really help me with seeing a different side of engineering. When you're engineering and doing projects and designing things, you're designing these projects for people, and I think that seeing that side of things will really make me a better engineer when I'm designing projects and things of that nature. Yeah. Yes, I have many times.
Many times. All right. So I am going to ask you the three hardest questions you will answer today.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So, what is your favorite park, your favorite ride, and your favorite character?
Okay, this is honestly, it is a hard question. I understand why you said that. I always struggle with this question because there's so many different aspects of each park that I absolutely am obsessed with and that I love. So for the first question, my favorite park, I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to say Magic Kingdom because it has the majority of my favorite rides. And then favorite ride, this question's even harder, actually. There's a lot of things in different rides. Like, I think, okay, let me just give you the most recent ride that I have gone on, which is Cosmic Rewind in Epcot. When I got off of that ride, I've only ridden it once, but when I got off of the ride, I was very emotional and in a good way. I was just so excited about, I really was geeking out. You can really tell that I am an engineer. I was geeking out about like when we turned and how the music coincided with what time we turned, and because the ride is spinning, and then just talking about like the engineering of the spiral that you go down around the moon, and I was like completely geeking out, and I was just like, wow, they did a great job with this ride, and I was like, okay, yes, it further confirmed. I was like, this is what I want to do. I am on the right path. So there's that one. And the last question was my favorite character, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh boy. I could go so many different avenues. I can go favorite princess, favorite Marvel character. I think I'm gonna go with Marvel character, and I think I'm gonna choose Spider-Man. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I really love the character because he's so personable, and I feel like I can just connect with him. I guess, a 16-year-old from New York, so I'm not from New York, but just the age range, I really feel like I can connect, and he's just so quirky and odd and like super smart and brilliant, and you just see a lot of those things in the way that like he's bored with school because I guess it comes easy for him. And like I connected with that a little bit in high school. Of course, school is a lot more challenging now, going with the major I'm in, but yes, that would probably be one of my favorite characters.
Very nice. Okay, so that's awesome to hear. I've never been on Cosmic Rewind, but I'm going in about 16 days. I'm not counting. So I'm hoping to ride it then. But that's awesome. And I agree with Peter Parker and Spider-Man. He's very relatable, right?
Yes.
All right. So as a reminder, if you are extended an offer, it will be to participate in the Disney College program, and your role would be disclosed closer to the arrival date. We will take your preferences you indicated on your application into consideration, but there are no guarantees, right? So you could be placed anywhere within the program.
Yes.
Okay, so I see that you've been an admissions ambassador. Not sure if you have any other additional experience, but do you have any experience in where you handled an angry guest situation? If so, what did you learn from that, and what would you do differently, if anything?
I've not had any specific situation with an angry guest. I've only had the one job as a tour guide at my university, and a lot of those people are pretty excited and just curious and getting to know the school. I did have a situation. I had the unfortunate, typical bad roommate my freshman year. That is a situation I can talk about with how I dealt with that situation.
Okay, so let's say that you're at Epcot and Cosmic Rewind breaks down, and a guest approaches you to complain about the situation, what would you do?
So great question. I think that in high school I was an athletic trainer, and so a big portion of athletic training is diagnosing the problem. And so I would really just use that process that I learned there in the situation. And so ultimately I really try to figure out the guest's worries, and I would assume obviously the ride is down, but I really want to listen and hear what the guest has to say, and I would respond in the best way possible in order to address their concerns. And so if they are speaking about this is like maybe one of the only opportunities that I can be here at Disney, I really wanted to go on this ride, etc. I would really try to emphasize that we are trying our best. We're trying our best to get the ride back up and operational. I would recommend some other rides that maybe they could go and try to do, but it would really be a situation of just making sure that they know that I'm listening, and so that they know that they're being heard, and a situation of me just really trying to explain that we are trying our best as well, and that maybe the ride may come back up later, and or giving them other options of other things to do around Epcot. I would say maybe try Test Track, or there's other rides that can maybe give you the same feel and speed of Cosmic Rewind. But yeah, I would really go through that process and explaining to them if the ride were to go down.
Very nice. Okay, so you're currently in Georgia, right? And if I remember correctly, Georgia has similar weather as Florida, right?
Yes, it does. It does.
All right. So, and you've experienced the extreme heat that is Florida. So we can't guarantee an indoor or outdoor location. So we want you to be aware that you could be working in any environment with the potential to be standing or walking for long periods of time. So you're okay with that?
Yes, I am okay with that.
Very nice. And how do you promote safety in the environments in which you work?
So in terms of being a tour guide, there's not a lot of safety concerns as we are on campus, and our campus is very safe. However, I think that I have had experience with making sure that in dealing with safety situations. For example, my mom is a teacher, and I've been in her classroom a couple of times and just helping her out a little bit a few days, and so I really had to make sure that all of her kids are being safe. I mean, she's gone through me with their safety protocols and things to do if something happens, and so say my mother has to step out or something, go to the restroom or go to a meeting or something, and she left me in charge of the classroom. I'm basically taking charge, and I am responsible for all of these kids now, and so in that aspect, I think the safety portion is there. I'm aware of all the rules and procedures if something were to happen, and yeah, that's really the biggest example that I can give of a safety situation.
Very nice. All right. And then I'm assuming you're comfortable with cleaning material and chemicals if needed?
Yes, I am.
And then what about serving food or handling food?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Very nice. All right. So let's say that you had the fairy godmother's magic wand, and you had the ability to pick the top 3 roles for yourself in this program. Which would they be?
So my first role that I would list would be attractions. I think that one of my favorite things about the DCP is it's just the guest interaction. And so, I mean, so many guests are going through the attractions, and so you get a ton and a ton of guest interaction, and that's really exciting to me. And you're just hearing stories, you get to answer questions, and you have the opportunity to make some people's days. And I think that's really, really special. I think that attractions is also great because I really want to be as close to the rides as possible. Even though it's not exactly engineering with the rides, it's still learning how the ride processes and how it works, what buttons you have to press, and that in a way is still a concept of engineering. And so learning all of that stuff, I think, and just being surrounded by the rides or attractions, and even if it's not an attraction or anything like that, I still think that that would be my number one role. And then for my second role, I would probably do photo pass. I think that that's another one with the guest interaction. I think that really you're quite literally cementing memories for guests, and I think that is super special. And some of the photo fast options are with characters, and so I think that some people wait a really long time to meet their favorite character, and so getting those pictures and things would be super special. And even if for example, you're taking pictures with maybe a baby who just doesn't want to look at the camera, I think that I could definitely do that. It is a challenge always, but I think that I could definitely get the child to look at the camera if they so want to. But yeah, just creating those memories for guests, I think that it would be really, really great opportunity. And then the third role that I would be interested in is probably Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. I think, so as a kid going to the parks, I almost always was wearing a dress of some sorts. My mom would put me in a Cinderella, I think it's Cinderella, Snow White, Ariel, all kinds of costumes. And so every time I went to the parks, I was pretty much always dressed up. And I just remember that just added to the magic of Disney. And it was really special. There's all kinds of just the characters saying hi to me, all of that stuff. And I would really, really love the opportunity to make another child feel that way as I did when I was a kid. It's just really special, and especially with the characters coming and talking to you and interacting with you, and you really just get to step into something else for a day. And it doesn't matter where that kid is from, and they just get to step into something else. And another reason that I think I would be great for this position would be if there's a child with potentially sensory needs or issues. I actually have a little brother who does have sensory needs, and so like sometimes some materials will make him feel a certain way, or like if he's touched, sometimes he just really doesn't like it. And I've learned how to deal with in certain situations and to help him out. And I really think that I could apply that and really allow a really, really inclusive environment for every single guest who comes through the boutique. So yes.
Okay, very nice. All right, so that is definitely one of those rides that roles that a lot of people do want to participate in. So just putting that out there. But I am curious, would you be comfortable having direct physical contact with guests who may have varying hygiene habits if you have to style their hair or nails?
Yes, I would be.
Okay, awesome. And then, do you have experience with theatrical makeup?
Yes, I did theater in high school for the middle school in my area, and so I did their makeup I also was part of the set design team, and I helped them out with that, and getting ready to go on stage.
Very nice. Okay, so let's say attractions, right? You sound like somebody that's comfortable speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so how there may be times that you have to spill repetitive messaging to our guests.
Yes.
Tell me, how do you keep this message fresh and exciting like it's the first time that they've heard it?
I definitely think tone is the most important thing that you could add to that. Tone is in everything, and so I think always keeping that positive tone is really, really important. And just always adding in a little bit of magic. I mean, you do have the repetitive spiel, but making sure that maybe you put a different tone on the end of a specific word, to add maybe a different, not a different meaning, but a different, just a different sense, I guess, to make it seem that it's not saying the same thing over and over again, which you are doing, but you can say things in a different way, with a different tone, in order to get them to get the same directions and information across. And so that's probably how I would deal with that.
Very nice. Okay. Okay, so photo pass photographer. Do you have experience with SLR or point and shoot cameras?
I do not have a lot of experience with them. Most of my experience with taking photos would be with a regular cellular device and everything. However, I do manage social media for my sorority, and so I take a lot of photos for that. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. And all right, so I see that you also put character attendant, right? So let's say that you have a child that's in line for Winnie the Pooh, and he has to go on break, and he'll be back in 5 minutes. How do you convey that?
I would, as much as possible, I would definitely explain exactly that. I think that one of the biggest things working with kids is that kids are smart, and you really just have to explain to them the situation, and give them something to look forward to in a way. So you really just take the situation, explain it, and then turn it into something positive, and make sure you put an emphasis on that positive note, or else I feel like the message wouldn't really get across. And so I really would just go along the lines of, hi friend, sorry, Winnie the Pooh we have to go for a little while, but we will be back in 5 minutes, and we are looking forward to seeing you. And so things like that, and just adding that little bit of positivity at the end, I think would make that situation a lot better for a guest.
Very nice. All right, Jade. So we have discussed a few rules today, and as I mentioned earlier, if you are extended an offer, it is to participate in the Disney College program, and then your role would be disclosed closer to your arrival day. So now I want you to think about all the rules, or all the responsibilities of the rules, and based on the descriptions of these rules on the Disney College program website and the rules discussed today, are you able to perform the essential functions of these rules with or without a reasonable accommodation?
Yes, I am.
Very nice. Okay. So that's all the questions that I have for you today. So I'll share with what happens from here. We do make decisions continuously throughout the season, but you should hear from us within the next two weeks. Now, remember, as I shared, if you are extended an offer, it is to participate in the Disney College program and not an offer for a specific role. However, if you are extended an offer and you accept, you will find out your role about 4 weeks prior to your arrival date. With all that being said, do you have any questions for me?
I do have a couple of questions.
Okay.
So one of my big questions were, how do the roommate selections work for Flamingo Crossings?
So that essentially, you can put in an accommodation for, it's going to be based off the rooms and who, whether it's a co-ed or not co-ed. back to it real quick. There's a separate company that handles all the room selections, but once you put in, once you accept your offer, you then will get an opportunity for an arrival date, and then all all of the information will be provided at that point. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay, thank you.
What other questions?
So the other question I had is, so I spoke with, there's a alumni from my school who also did this program, and she mentioned to me that there's engineering class. Do you have any information about that, or if there's any related classes to that topic during the DCP?
You know, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Not to say that there isn't one. If I'm unable to answer some of your questions, the support website would definitely be the best place to ask that question. But I know there is a variety of learning opportunities available.
Okay, thank you. And then I have one more question, specifically for you, Chris. I wanted to ask if you have any advice on how to make the most out of the DCP experience.
Absolutely. I always like to give two pieces of advice, okay? No matter what role that you're in, be a storyteller. The same magic that you feel when you go into the parks and the interaction you've had with cast members, be that type of storyteller, right? And the second is kind of two-part as well. There are so many opportunities within the Disney College program, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many people, right? So not everybody gets to be a part of it. Take advantage of everything you can get your hands on. Don't just focus on work. Well, work hard, but definitely take advantage of the different offerings along with, especially knowing that you want to stay within Disney in the future. Network. There are so many people that can help you get you to where you want to be and be your advocate if you put yourself out there.
Okay, thank you. That's really great advice.
Absolutely. What else can I add?
That was all of the questions that I had.
Okay, awesome. Jaden, I appreciate you spending time with me today and your interest in the Disney College program. I truly wish you best of luck, and I hope you have a magical day.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me and speak with me and everything. I really appreciated you having you as my interviewer, Chris. And I hope you also have a magical day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
What just happened? Okay, it's done. Now let's go back to my regular life. Okay, so he called me at exactly 2:15. So right now it's 2:43. So that was an almost 30-minute call, which I think is really good. He asked me a lot of questions. Wow. I'm so excited. I need to call my mom. Oh no, she's working. Oh, that's great. I can't believe that just happened. I really can't believe that just occurred. Like, I just had an interview for the Disney College program, and it went well. Like, I really enjoyed that conversation, and I talked about everything, and I gave examples for everything, and wow. I'm kind of bummed that he asked me about that character attendant one, because I didn't plan for that, but I think I handled that answer very well. And I'm just really hoping that that went like that. That was good. Like, I just... Okay, I need to call my parents. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching my interview. I really hope you enjoyed it. All the tweaks and anything and all of my weirdness. That's me, I guess. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching it, and it really helped you out with like preparing for your interview for the DCP. Don't forget to go ahead and like it up and then subscribe so you can see the rest of my videos. I'm literally just gonna be vlogging. It's gonna be doing move-in day, traditions, like all of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have videos and vlogs throughout my entire program. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can like stay in tune and watch me throughout my DCP. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time.